This man has a singular advantage over other men. Ben Richards is immune to every known disease, including old age. Periodic transfusions of his blood can give other men a second, a third lifetime, perhaps more.
Find Ben Richards.
The effects of a transfusion are only temporary. I must therefore control Ben Richards' life permanently.
He's the most valuable man in the world, but he's no good to me dead.
His brother may have the same kind of blood. We've got to find him before Richards does.
If you had $1 million blood, where would you hide?
I didn't ask for this. I was a test driver. I liked the job. One day the doctor told me I had some kind of special blood. I don't understand it. But I know this. Everything they're offering, I don't want. I gotta live free.
Ben Richards will live longer than anyone has ever lived. But a transfusion to the wrong man could make him a prisoner for all time. And so he runs from the hunters, the human hounds who would cage him.
They got nothing and they are nothing. They work for me 2 weeks and they take off for nowhere.
Drop out, turn off, and go hunt their own world? That's no crime.
It is in my book. Motorcycle freaks.
Ben, you sure are a hard man to move. You know, you could have dented me permanently.
Are you kidding? After all the work I've put in on this scooter?
Yeah, she's running smooth. Sweet. You're talking about sweet. Look at that potato king over there. He's a real hating man. Pays you $1.20 an hour to dig up his potatoes and then grudges us the pay. I'll be glad to be long and gone. Hey, Ben, I know where there's a place we can ride a fire trail right up into the mountain and right into the sky. No noise, no people, no smog. Just time. Time to rap. You want to go along?
No. Thanks anyway.
Yeah.
Payroll should be here in 3 minutes. You can set your watch by Morton.
If minutes are that important.
More college philosophy. You know, Bob, every time you come back home, you make less sense.
I just meant that's a machine for cutting time up into little pieces. I think it's more important to let life happen.
Like those bums, huh?
No. Ben, thanks for the tune-up. Really moves out now.
Oh, anytime.
You're a first-class mechanic. It doesn't figure you working for us here when you could be making twice the money in town.
Well, I like the open air, you know, room to breathe.
I was talking to Marty at the garage about your working there, and he said there's been a man asking about you. Very casual and very curious. Ben, are you in trouble?
Hey, Mort. Right on time.
I'm a creature of habit, George.
Hey, boss. I hope you don't mind, but Ray and I, we'd like to collect and split. I mean, we've got a whole world out there waiting for us.
All right, you have $147.20 coming. Here.
Hey, this is short.
I'm holding back $60 until I can check that sprayer you handled for possible damage.
There wasn't any damage.
I don't know that.
You go out right now, and you check that machinery.
I will. Tomorrow. You can just postpone your joyride until then.
Dad!
I want the rest of my money, and I want it right now.
Now, just wait a minute, son. We'll talk it over.
Cool it, man.
You were in it with them. Get your hands up. Up. I said this is George Allison, and it's an emergency. Now get me somebody with some authority. You, turn around, face the wall.
Listen, maybe I can help it.
Turn! Make a move, you freak, and I'll put a bullet in you. Yes, I'm holding. Now it's about time.
Bobby, I've got to get out of here. No, it's not because of what's happened here. Because of that guy that's asking questions about me in town. Is he from the police? No, I promise you that he isn't.
Holding a gun on him right now.
Look after Mort.
Hold it, Ben.
What's that?
It's Allison. He's after me. He thinks I'm with you.
He's right, Ben. You are with me. I can't ride that motorcycle. You're gonna have to drive it for me. Now get on it, Ben. Come on, get on it.
When you put that away. Yeah, I'm running with you. You're after both of us, remember? buddies.
Don't worry, Mort. We're gonna get those crumbs. I give you my word.
George, listen. Let me wait for the state police.
Quiet now. Don't worry. I've called every member of the honor posse. We'll nail them. They're gonna pay for what they did to you.
No, don't. Kids is all. Don't.
Old friend, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine.
My name's Fletcher. I'm with the government.
My son, Bob.
I'm looking for this man. He may be using the name Ben Richards.
Hey, that's right. That's what he called himself. He's one of the men who shot Sheriff Anderson. He's a motorcycle freak.
Ben was there. He was friendly with those two, but he had nothing to do with the shooting. Nothing.
If he was innocent, why did he run?
Why do you want him?
It's classified. We do want him, and we want him alive.
My men are all trained hunters. The state police are working the highways and the roads, but we'll be searching in rough country for armed, dangerous men. Now, I'm afraid I can't take chances. The honor posse will be meeting here in a little while. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, but no. I'll rent a Jeep in town.
You'll be better off with us. We know every foot of the Miguel Hills. And I'm betting that's just where they are.
You know the area. I know Ben Richards. I would appreciate it if you'd keep what I just told you to yourselves, and I will see you in the Miguel Hills.
Oh, Bob, I've got to admit you're right. Richards is different. He isn't just another long-haired bum. He's a criminal. Fugitive. He's wanted by the government.
But we don't know why.
Well, not to get a medal, I'll bet.
He's still innocent until he's proven guilty. If you believe in law and order.
I believe in justice. I believe that when some unwashed, long-haired bums gun down a good man like Mort Anderson, they should pay for it. Now, I'm not whipping up a lynching bee, but I didn't join the honor posse just to ride in parades. This country's falling apart, and we've got to do something. Fight for our beliefs. I was just hoping you'd want to go along with me.
Why not? You've always wanted me to be a member of the honor posse, haven't you?
Better get back to a main highway, man. We're not gonna make any time out here.
All the highways have been sealed off by now. You do things like this very often? You know, getting gunfights?
Don't hassle me, Ben. Just tell me, what are we gonna do right now?
We're gonna try and get over the Miguels.
I'd say that sheriff's honor posse would have difficulty in running down a fugitive chipmunk. But they will keep Richards moving so that I can get him. Now you, head north. Wait on the other side of the Miguel Hills. There's only one road there. If Ben makes it through the hills, he'll head for it. If he doesn't, I'll have him.
Ben, do you think that old man died?
I don't know, but we'll find out.
How?
Because if he's dead, they'll shoot us on sight.
See you, Judge. Well, I guess we're all here.
The highway patrol caught one of them.
Where?
Highway 40 near the junction. He tried to run the roadblock on his motorcycle and he's dead.
Well, that's one less.
George. He was only 22 years old, younger than your son.
Bob doesn't break laws. That's the difference between kids who are brought up decently and those who just run wild.
I want to make one thing very clear to all of you. We are not professional law officers. We are honorary deputies. We want to try and help capture two men and not kill them. Now, I'll take the first section to the North Ridge. George will take the second section through Puma Valley, and Catcher will take the third one down through the south. And we'll rendezvous at the old line camp, Puma Ridge. Now, any questions?
You mind if I say something, Dan? I just spoke with the hospital. Mort Anderson is critical. He may not make it. Now, we're after the men who did it. They're dangerous. At least one of them's armed. We all have guns. We all know how to use them. Don't take chances.
All right, let's move out.
What are you going to do without a gun?
Maybe I'll tend the wounded.
Now, what does that mean?
11 of us after 2 scared men. Someone might get hurt.
Hey, Ben, stop.
How's the arm?
Oh, man, it hurts. Really hurts, Ben. Ben, why are you running?
You pulled a gun on me.
I couldn't have stopped you from dumping me and splitting. You could turn yourself in. I mean, you didn't do anything. I kind of figured you had your own reasons for running.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm going. Want to come with me?
Baby, I'm with you.
This is Atkins. This is Atkins to Catcher and George. We pick up an engine sound. Do you hear it?
Catcher here. Yeah, Judge.
I make it toward the flats.
Closer than that. They're just above us here. North end of Puma Valley. Over.
Good. We'll all converge on the Valley Ridge.
Right.
Let's move.
The dust is fouling out the plugs!
Spotted them. Come in from the west. Closing in now. Pick it up, they're gaining.
Cut them off, we've lost them.
Doubling back towards you, Allison.
Well, George, are these the men?
Yes, Dan, they shot Mort Anderson.
Are you sure? You're making a positive identification.
This is my handgun.
Are you in charge here?
In a way, I'm Judge Atkins.
Well, I'd like to talk to you, sir.
We'll have time for that later.
Into the Jeep. Both of you.
It's too late to get back to town. Let's head for the line camp. Now, how's the sheriff?
Well, it's not good news. It happened this afternoon.
Oh?
He passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that. Very sorry. Mort's dead.
Oh, no.
Well, thank you, Doctor. I'm glad you didn't have to amputate.
That rotten, long-haired scum. Mort was going to retire next year. And now that filth is...
Look, let's not get confused.
Couldn't care less. Probably figures just one less pig.
Mr. Allison, I see that you caught them.
Yeah.
I'm Judge Atkins. Can I help you?
Yes, sir. Are you the man in charge of this operation?
Well, Sheriff Anderson was in charge, but he died a few hours ago.
I'm sorry. But you are the man responsible.
Yes. I can't let you have Ben Richards.
It is a government matter, sir, with some priority.
The man is involved in a major felony. May I ask on what charge you want him?
Well, you can ask, sir, but I can't answer. Security, you know.
You have a warrant?
Of course.
This is curiously unspecific.
As I said, security. As I also said, Ben Richards doesn't seem to be seriously involved with your sheriff's death, does he? Thank you.
Catcher, bring the men in.
Come on. Inside. Inside.
You gonna lock us up? Yeah, he's gonna lock us up if we're lucky.
Fletcher has a warrant for Ben Richards.
Now, wait a minute. We get him first.
George. Now, you men have been warned of your rights. Right now, I have to tell you this, that the charges are no longer assault and robbery. The sheriff is dead. The charge is murder.
Judge, Ben Richards had nothing to do with this.
That's enough.
Enough what? Truth? Or maybe too much?
Yeah. You're really something, man.
Is that funny, you scum? A man's dead.
George, let me handle this. We determined that Richards was not involved in the shooting, and I see no reason why Mr. Fletcher should not have priority.
Thank you, sir.
He was involved. I was there. Mort was killed on my property.
Sit down. We're trying to determine just how much Richards had to do with the shooting. Now, you don't have to say anything. I have to tell you that.
Well, I'm willing to talk it through.
Sure.
Now, your friend Ray's already been killed. You know that?
Ray killed?
That's right.
He was just a kid. Dumb kid getting himself killed.
So you might just as well tell us everything.
I come from poor parents, but dishonest. My pa was a pusher and my mom walked us.
Richards, how about you?
Mine's simple. Was in the wrong place, the wrong time.
Garbage. I saw them all together just before they jumped Mort.
I'm not responsible for your hang-ups. You try shoving me and I'll push that honor patch right down your throat.
Stop it.
Yes, let's stop it. Let's get down to the truth. My father hates what he calls hippies. He did hold back their pay.
With good reason.
With no reason. And so there was trouble. And Ben Richards just happened to be there. I saw it, Judge. I was there.
You saw Mort get killed.
Sure, in a fight. By accident. Because he went for his gun.
After they had attacked him. You know how these animals hate the law. They call them pigs. Why, they wallow in filth and they call decent men like Mort pigs.
I've heard them. They can turn your stomach.
But what did they do?
They murdered a man.
Dad, that's a lie.
You'd call me a liar? Defend these animals?
I'm sorry, but I've told you exactly the truth, sir.
Judge Atkins, I've been accused of being involved in murder and robbery. Now, why don't we ask Nat?
Don't put it all on me, Ben. It was his idea from the start. Lay out the fat sheriff, grab the money and run.
Thanks, Ned.
Sorry, Ben. Gotta tell it the way it is.
I'll take the first watch. I'll be right here. If you try any play, I'll kill you. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Behave yourselves. I might even get you some chow.
Can we talk?
You can talk, stand up, lie down, sleep. That's a whole list of what you can do.
All right. Why?
That, Fletcher, he really wants you bad, right? I mean, one look and you can see he's a man with all kinds of moves.
So?
So if he springs you, I go too. Or I make a lot of noise, nobody goes anyplace.
Here's the Mort Anderson. As good a man as I've ever known. He believed in this country when it still had a future. You know what I think? We won't get a conviction against those two.
You were a witness to the whole thing. Why not?
Because I don't swear at judges. I don't wear my hair long. I don't burn the flag. Those are the people judges and juries listen to these days. Not men like us. And my own son will testify against me anyway. How do you like that?
Hello, Ben. You're in trouble?
It could be worse.
Oh, really? How?
It could be with you.
I'm all alone. If I break you out of here, it'll just be the two of us. That's not bad odds.
All right, do what you can. Yeah. We are counting on you. I go along or I stay here yelling.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, you do that. You think about it. He really wants you, Benno. Like it's a big thing, very important. Why?
It's my business.
Oh, you're being very cautious. Maybe I could tell that old judge all about you, just how important you are. Maybe they'd be interested, huh? And if they get you, it might let some of the heat off of me. What do you think, Ben? Just how much are you worth?
Dan Atkins is a judge. He can't help thinking that way. He's right. Except that, look, we all believe in the law. The way the law should do things, but it's broken down. The whole system's just broken down. Now, the only way justice can be done is if we bring their bodies down the hill with us.
George, you're not talking about a lynching.
I'm talking about justice. Now, what would you do if they busted loose, Wayne? That's right. All of us better remember that. Hey, Bob, you ought to get some sleep.
I will.
Good evening, Mr. Allison. May I ask a question?
Sure.
Does your father intend to kill Ben Richards?
No. He doesn't mean all the things he says. He's upset about Mort's death. They were old friends. But he's not a man who would kill. Not unless they tried to get away.
Ah, but that's the point. They will try tonight, with my help. You see, your father is a violent, angry, sorrowing man. This disturbs me. I want to get Ben Richards away safely because Ben is innocent. Look, Bob, I want your help. Not just to save Ben, but to save your father from committing a murder. Do you understand me?
What do you want me to do?
You're sorry you hooked up with me. You'd be running free right now.
No, I'd still be running out. But I'll work my way out of this.
You sound sure of yourself. Maybe you know something I don't know, huh?
I'm not sure. But I'm looking.
For the right answers.
Yeah.
I thought I had the right answers till they killed Ray. You know, that kid and I came all the way out from Canton together. You know where Canton is? Oh, Canton's about 12 miles from nowhere.
And where are you now?
Getting closer to nowhere.
Remember, they're armed. The second they come out of that door.
What about the rear?
Harry's covering that.
You know, I've shot bear, mountain cat, wolf in Canada. But never a man.
No, nobody likes it. But the courts don't do their job, so we have to. Mom, if I cut you loose, will you stay quiet? Will you trust me?
Ben!
You lie to me. I try to make you understand, Bob. They killed Mort. They killed Mort. If they were innocent, they wouldn't have run away. Even including your hero, Ben Richards. Now, you've got to learn, Bob. It's like a war. Scum against us. They're trying to destroy everything. You've got to learn.
Can you handle a Jeep?
Yeah, like silk.
And get mine. The minute we clear the door, you start it and come by and pick us up.
Well, why not let Ben drive? I've got a bad arm.
I don't trust him.
You trust me?
I've got a deal for you.
That's pretty heavy bread, man.
It's money for a good lawyer, money to run with, money for anything you want. You get it when we're clear.
No. No, Ben's pulled me out of a tiger pit. Besides, I don't need that. Mayor's got a right to make a gesture. Ain't that right, Ben?
Yeah, you clown. Move quietly.
On little tippy toes.
Take this.
I don't need that.
Take it. Anybody see you out there will mistake you for the guard.
You never stop thinking, do you?
Hold it!
All right, I give up.
Set that up.
Ben, I'm no murderer, but it has happened, and we can take advantage of the diversion.
Now you keep going.
What about you?
I'll take my chances with them. Besides, you stole a key. You unlocked us. And that fake warrant of yours won't hold up. So you better start running, Fletcher. You'll learn to love it.
Who did this?
My father. In the interests of justice.
He was trying to escape. You all saw that. He had a gun.
Well, so did you.
But you used it.
Mister, you're not out of this yet either.
Ken? Ken?
He didn't have anything to do with it. No way. Just me, Ray. You hear me? Big man! Kill a man! You ain't gonna get killed. Nobody else. Nobody else.
Bob. I just wanted everything to be right. We have to stand up together for decency. The things this country stands for. Understand me.
I do.
You're my son.
Yes, God help me.
He's my son.
He's his own man. Like me. Like Nat. With the right to be different. And not get killed for it.
Well, take it easy.
I will.
Oh, here's the 2 weeks' pay we owe you.
Thanks.
If you want to stay, there's work.
No, I don't think so. I've got my own way to go.
His own way. And off he went. I was hoping he'd change his mind and stay.
No, he wouldn't. I can't blame him. And I won't forget him. Man thinks he's grown up, and all he's grown is older and angrier. And Ben Richards jolted me. Maybe I'll start growing again. You and I might even move a little closer.
I'd like to try.